Hi everyone. Today let us learn these statistical functions in MS Excel. First one is average. This function calculates arithmetic mean of given numbers. The syntax of average function is equal to average. Within brackets you have to pass the numbers for which you want to calculate average. First argument is compulsory. Remaining arguments or numbers are optional. You can pass or write up to 255 numbers. For example, to calculate average of 23, 10 and 45, number should be written separated by commas, then press enter key. Now you will get the average. One more way is just enter the numbers either in a row or column, then equal to average. Here select the range. This continuous range is called as an array. Automatically you can see the range B2 colon B8 means cells in the range B2 to B2 to B8 are considered as arguments. Then press enter key. This is how to calculate average. Next one is median. The median function is used to calculate middle number in the given set of numbers. Median returns the median of the numbers in the middle of the set of given numbers. Here also you can directly write the numbers. (23.5) or we can write equal to median, then select the range, then close the brackets. While calculating median, it will first arrange the numbers in ascending order, then it will return the number in the middle number which is in the middle of the given set. Next one, mode. The mode function returns repetitive or most frequently occurring number in the array or range of data. Here I will write numbers as 7, 12, 7. In this range, repetitive number is 7. So the mode function returns 7. Next one, standard deviation, STDEV. This function returns standard deviation of given set of numbers. Here you have to pass the numbers. Again I will calculate standard deviation for this range, then press enter key. I think all of you know the formula to calculate standard deviation. Next one, correlation, CORREL. This function returns correlation coefficient of two arrays or two given data sets. The syntax of correl function is correl array 1, array 2. Here we need two data sets. For that, I will first enter two data sets. This is our first array. An array is nothing but continuous or contiguous range of data. To calculate correlation coefficient of these two arrays, we can write correl functions like this. CORREL. Array 1, this is our first data set, then comma, then array 2, second data set, then close the brackets. This is the correlation coefficient. Next one, covar. This function returns covariance. For that, the syntax is again same, array 1, array 2, This is our first array or data set, comma, then second range or second data set, then press enter key. Next function is min. This function returns smallest number in the given range. The syntax of min is equal to min. Then here directly you can pass the numbers or you can select a range. I will select this range. You can see in this range the smallest number is 26. So 26 is returned as output. Next function is max. This function returns largest number in given set of numbers. Again this range. In this range you can see the largest number is 89. So 89 is returned as output. Next we have large and small. Don't get confused with min, max and small large functions. The large function returns nth largest number, whereas small function returns nth smallest number in the given range. Let us see them with an example. Equal to small. Again first argument is the array or range of data. This function requires one more argument, that is k or n, means nth smallest number or kth smallest number which you want to find. Here I want to find third smallest number. For that I have entered value as 3, then press enter key. Here first smallest number is 26, second smallest number is 45, third smallest number is 56. So 56 is output of our function. Next one is large function. This function returns kth largest number in the given data set or array. Again I'll consider this array only, comma, 2. So it will find second largest number in the range. In this first largest number is 89 and second largest number is 78. So our output is 78. Next we have count function. First one, count function. The count function counts the number of numerical values in the given range. Here I have some data entered. This is text, these are numbers, this is date. Even date is considered as a numerical value in Excel. This is blank cell, it's logical value, it's a text, and all these are again numerical values only. The syntax of count is number, value 1, value 2. Here instead of number, here they have mentioned the arguments as value 1, value 2. This is because you can pass any type of value, either text data, numeric data, boolean, or even blank cell can be passed as an argument. Here also you can write them one by one, or you can select the range. So here in the selected in this range, that is B32 to B42, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our count function returns 7 because there are 7 numerical values in this range. Next one is count A. This function counts the number of cells in the range that are not empty. Means it will count non-empty cells. How many non-empty cells are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I will select this range. Totally 11 non-empty cells are there. The output is 11 here. Next, count blank, the name itself indicates this function counts blank cells in the given range. Again I will select the same range. In this range only one blank cell is there. So the count blank function returns 1. Next function is COUNTIF. This function counts the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. So the arguments are, first argument is range, second one is criteria. Range is the range where you want to check the condition or criteria, and criteria is the condition or expression when this condition satisfies, then only the cells in the range are counted and that value is returned. For example, now let us consider the previous example, student mark sheet. Here I want to count number of passed and failed students. For that, the COUNTIF function should be written as COUNTIF, then range. I want to check condition on result column only, therefore range is H2 to H6. Next argument, first put comma, the next argument is criteria. Here criteria is within double quotes pass. You can also write equal to pass. In this case, it will count the cells where the result is pass. Here the count is 3. 3 is returned as output. In the same way, to count failed students, COUNTIF, again same range, then criteria, here fail. Here the count is 2, output 2 is returned. You can also write numerical condition. Here first I will calculate average marks scored by each student. For that, average, again you can either use average function or you can write formula to calculate average. I want to calculate average of 3 subjects. Here 3 subject marks range is D2 to F2. Then close the brackets, then enter key. Now copy the formula. Now I want to count students who have scored more than 80% or more than greater than or equal to 80%. For that, our COUNTIF function is COUNTIF, range is this column, comma, here greater than or equal to 80. Here 2 students have secured more than or equal to 80%. So COUNTIF function returns 2. This is all about commonly used statistical functions. You can go through this function library if you want to know about more statistical functions. Thank you.